Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm really glad you're here today because this video is going to open your eyes to something much bigger than just crypto prices or quick profits. What we're talking about today goes beyond charts and trading. It's about how the entire digital economy is quietly transforming right in front of us. And if you pay close attention, you'll start to see how different pieces are coming together to shape the future, including developments that are directly or indirectly connected to Pi Network. Let's start by shifting the way we think about crypto. For a long time, many people believed that cryptocurrency was only about buying low and selling high. But that idea is becoming outdated. What's happening now is much deeper. Crypto is slowly moving from being just a speculative asset into something that can actually be used in everyday life. And one of the clearest signs of this shift is what's happening with global payment systems. Imagine using your crypto the same way you use your debit or credit card today. You walk into a store, buy something, and pay instantly. But here's the interesting part, the person receiving the payment doesn't need to understand crypto at all. They don't need a wallet, they don't need to deal with volatility, and they don't even receive crypto. Instead, they get regular money like dollars or any local currency. Behind the scenes, your crypto is automatically converted at the moment of payment. This kind of system removes one of the biggest barriers to crypto adoption. Small businesses don't have to worry about technical complexity or financial risk. Users don't have to think twice about spending their crypto. It turns crypto from something you just hold into something you actually use. And when usage increases, adoption grows naturally. This is how digital currencies begin to enter the real economy in a meaningful way. Now think about where Pi Network fits into this picture. The long-term vision of Pi has always been to create a digital currency that people can actually use in real life, not just trade. So if systems like these become widespread, it creates a pathway for networks like Pi to eventually integrate and become part of everyday transactions. That's where things start to get really interesting. But the story doesn't stop there. Another powerful signal comes from the academic and technological side of things. When you look at the foundation of Pi Network, you'll notice that it wasn't built randomly. It comes from a strong academic background, connected to one of the most respected innovation hubs in the world, Stanford University. This is a place known for producing groundbreaking ideas, major tech companies, and world-changing research. The creators of Pi Network, Nicholas Kocklees and Chengdiao Fan, both have deep roots in this environment. Their involvement in research and teaching reflects a long-term, thoughtful approach rather than a short-term project. And now, something even more interesting is happening, investment into artificial intelligence research, specifically in areas like natural language processing. To understand why this matters, think about how you interact with technology today. When you talk to AI tools, voice assistants, or chat-based systems, they understand you because of advancements in language processing. This allows machines to interpret human language, respond intelligently, and even predict what users need. Now imagine combining that level of intelligence with a blockchain-based ecosystem. Instead of static apps, you could have applications that adapt to user behavior. Instead of rigid smart contracts, you could have systems that respond dynamically to different situations. Transactions could become more automated, decisions could happen faster, and the entire system could become more efficient. This suggests that the goal is not just to build a currency, but to create an intelligent ecosystem where users, applications, and services interact seamlessly. First comes the network, then the ecosystem, and then the intelligence layer. It's a gradual process, but it points towards something much bigger than what most people initially expect. At the same time, the traditional financial world is also evolving. Large global banking institutions are beginning to explore blockchain technology in a serious way. One example is Banco Santander, a major financial organization that operates across multiple countries. Instead of ignoring blockchain, they are actively working on systems that integrate it into financial infrastructure. The idea here is simple but powerful. Traditional banking systems can be slow, expensive, and limited by borders. Blockchain, on the other hand, offers speed, transparency, and global accessibility. By combining these two worlds, a new kind of financial system can emerge, one where money, digital assets, and value all move together in a unified environment. Think about what that means. Today, your money sits in one system, your crypto in another, and your digital assets somewhere else. In the future, these could all exist in a single interconnected system where transferring value becomes seamless. And if networks like Pi are designed to function within such ecosystems, the potential becomes even greater. Now let's talk about something that has been holding the crypto space back for years: uncertainty around regulation. For a long time, there has been confusion about how cryptocurrencies should be classified. Are they investments? Are they currencies? Are they something entirely new? Without clear rules, both users and institutions have been cautious. This is where regulatory bodies like the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission come into play. Their role is to protect investors, prevent fraud, and ensure that markets operate fairly. Recently, there has been a push to bring more clarity to how different types of digital assets are categorized. Some cryptocurrencies are being viewed more like commodities, similar to assets like gold or oil. Others, like NFTs, are treated as unique digital collectibles. Then there are utility tokens, which are designed to be used within specific platforms or ecosystems rather than as investments. Stablecoins, on the other hand, aim to maintain a consistent value and are often used for payments and transfers. Why does this matter so much? Because clarity reduces fear. When rules are clearly defined, large institutions feel more confident entering the space. Investors are more willing to participate. Developers can build without constantly worrying about legal uncertainty. And as a result, the entire ecosystem grows faster and more sustainably. For a project like Pi Network, this kind of clarity could be a major advantage in the future. If it is recognized as a utility-driven ecosystem, it can continue to grow without facing the heavy restrictions that apply to traditional securities. This opens the door for more development, more applications, and more real-world use cases. When you connect all these developments together, a bigger picture starts to form. Payment systems are making crypto usable in everyday life. Academic institutions are pushing the boundaries of AI and innovation. Banks are integrating blockchain into financial systems. Regulators are creating clearer frameworks. This is not just a series of random events. It's the early formation of a new digital infrastructure. A system where artificial intelligence, blockchain, and financial networks all work together. A system where value can move freely, intelligently, and globally. And this is where you need to pay attention. Because moments like this don't come often. We are at a stage where the foundation is being built. It may not look dramatic on the surface, but underneath, major changes are taking place. The key is not just to watch, but to understand. Learn how these systems work. Stay informed. Think long-term. Because the people who recognize these shifts early are the ones who are best positioned for the future. If you found this helpful and you feel like you're starting to see the bigger picture, make sure you stay connected for more insights like this. There's a lot more happening beneath the surface, and we're just getting started.